Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/TrooperBerry, and welcome back to more of The Long Dark. Where tonight? Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, we're still working toward 1,000 days. We're 531 in and counting. We just finished the third tale, and we got the achievement for doing all three tales in a single run. Unfortunately, we did not get the one for mapping all 6 far territory vistas, and I don't know why. So that's going to be first on our agenda today. What we do after that, well, we'll see.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. Oh yeah, we do some good stuff here. Uh, tell you what I might do. Yeah. So we're in Bunker Omega. That means Justy's hovel is just up the way. So why we? Oh, hang on. Let me give Astrid a drink first. There. Yeah. Let's go that way. There we go. Yeah, because we alluded to this all the last time we were here. Yeah, so we'll go to Jesse's hovel. We will drop off the extras, and then we'll start our exploration in earnest. Try to backfill our mapping and then see what's what. Was there anything good in here? Nope. Okay. Hello, Goofy. Welcome in. Are you? Yeah, you're still in Jamaica, right? How's the how are the tensions with the maternal unit? Or have you?
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There we go. Where are we? Okay, yeah. I think if we go. Yeah, so there's the field. Yeah, so if we go up this way, we should get to Justy's. Oh, you're in Florida. Oh, right. Yeah, you're visiting the grandma, was it? Uh, did a wolf just die? I didn't even do anything. I mean, that's hilarious if so. You are okay. Good. So has mom calmed down at all, or are you? Okay, yeah, Justy's was right there. I probably walked right past it. I saw you run off there. Don't think I forgot about you. Okay. Let me go find that wolf, then we'll jump into Justy's. We'll offload some stuff, and then we'll go back to exploring. Okay, where did that stupid dog go? All right, we'll figure it out eventually. But I hope the trip's going well, Goofy. And you're finding a way to stay cool. I know Florida not the most seasonable spot right now. Mm, nope. Okay, that's a rabbit. I don't think the rabbit would be hanging about if there was a wolf. Where did that? Anyway, let's not concern ourselves with that. Okay, if the wolf's not around, Let me go grab those saplings we walked past. We'll drop those in there as well. There it is. You just don't go outside. I mean that's not a bad idea. House, the car, yeah. So the American way. Are you gonna keep running, or are we gonna do this? Because you seem to be mostly avoiding me, and frankly, I don't appreciate that. Wait, where the there? Yes, yes. Hang on just a second, Astrid. No. God, this wolf has no tenacity. You have no huevos. I don't want to miss it and put my arrow up against a rock. Yes, Goofy. He is eggless. I mean, like we could just bust out the revolver if we wanted to, but alright, fuck you, fuck you. Come on. Alright, forget it. Let's just get our saplings and go inside. I'm tired of this. Now I just gotta find the dang things again. Where? There we are. Okay, yeah, I was way off. Okay, so right, yeah, so past here, there's a climbing point, but we don't want that. We want to go down. Keep the climbing point on our left. There's gonna be a spot where you can like there's a path that goes up the cliffside. That is where the the climbing point, the vista is here.
Man, I could eat anything.
So I'm almost certain we have both Polaroids for the airfield, and judging by the map, I could swear we actually we have mapped them, but we don't have the achievement. Now it could be bugged. That's always a possibility, but on the off chance it's not, and we got off a good map but not a Vista map, I want to address that. So we're gonna backtrack. We gotta check here, and then we're if I do find the two Polaroids, then we need to either that cliffside or to the was it the Mindful Cottage. which is not the one on the island, but like the one on the far, far, far side at the end of the road.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, yeah, yeah, a lot of this needs to come out. Or is anything that's going to spoil? Oh, nice, some water. Okay. And yeah, I'm just going to just dump all this right here. Including the new stuff, including the wool long johns, and what was the other one? Oh, and the tactical jacket. That's 2 kilograms, man. I mean, great wind protection. You know, good protection, but just heckin' heavy. Okay, and that is it. That is it. Okay. Also, why do I have quality tools? I don't actually know. Wait, oh wait, I probably got those in the bunker. That's right. Okay. Okay, real quick. Um, just give our girl a quick snack here. A little girl breakfast, a granola bar, a chocolate bar, and some water. There we are. Um, it's noon. Yeah, I'll give her 1. Hopefully, I don't regret that. Oh, the saplings. Gosh darn it. Okay, 1, 2. We'll update the notes here. FA Junkers, um, 2 maple, and a bunch of missed clothing. Let's see, wolf, rabbit, and guts. Do we actually have those? Oh no, that's Junkers. This is Justies. Come on now. Okay, yeah. So let's go. There we go. Matt's clothing and 2 maple. There we go. I don't see any. I don't see any hides or guts. Turns out there aren't any. Okay, now back to the original plan. Ooh, yeah. Well, yeah. This feels for all the world like a blizzard, but we'll try. If we have to beat, we gotta turn around and head back here. I won't be pleased because like we know what blizzards are like in this region. How are we for stickage? 20. That's fine. Yeah, we know how protracted they can be. But yeah, let's see if we can get down here without much incident. Um, and just think, I have not been in the airfield. Well, I mean, barring the time we took to get here since the wildlife refresh. So I don't know. It could be because I guess like there's like the moose being over by that one side of the island cottage, and you got the bear living under Pride Rock, and then you got another bear, like out, yeah, wandering near the Mindful cabin. But now, who knows? Is this our? No, I don't. No, this is just it's just a spot. Remember? Yeah, we there was a climbing spot at some point. And I don't think we're getting I don't think we're getting up there. So let's push on. Because I know I've taken this little side jag, this path that we're looking for, probably once. Yeah, it might not have even been part of this run. Yeah, because I mean we did do Faithful Cartographer with this character, but the airfield, excuse me, is not part of the achievement because of the DLC, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I think we have gone too far. We'll find out here soon. Because like the spot we're looking for overlooks the airfield. Because that's the that's the image it has. Oh, okay. There's the climbing point. So that tells me we actually did not go too far, which is fantastic. And I think this might well be our path. Oh, you are a prop deer. So we'll just let you hang out for now. Okay. So I find we are, yeah, but we're back to where we were like while we were while we were chasing 500 days. We're looking for what do we do? How do we what tasks do we set ourselves? How do we stay on task, focused, locked in, and not making stupid decisions? And so, I mean, my immediate answer was, well, go get the new achievements. Okay, but that's only going to be so much. It's like, right? Because there's only so many, and you have some of those we just can't do. That's like one of them is specifically involves misery, which we can't just flip to that in the middle of a run. Thankfully, like there's the firearm variants. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, if okay, yeah, temperature wise we're fine. Let's check our collection. Polaroids. Yeah, this is what we're looking at now. You see, that's Bleak Inlet. Yeah, those are story. That's okay. That's Suttered Pass, as is that story, 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 story. Okay, that's the Wilkins window. That's also from the Zoc. I don't. Yeah, there's that. See, that's Bleak, Muskeg, Mystery Lake. Okay. Oh no, that's the coastal lookout tower. See, HRV, Mountain Town, Muskeg, Mystery Lake, PV. Because yeah, see here, we got this all knocked out, and then there's all this, which it suggests for all the world like we found.
Think about his food.
Astrid, please. Yeah, I don't. Either I because that yeah the amount of space we have cleared on the map strongly suggests we have in fact mapped these two. But then what did we miss? Because we know we got the two in the Zoc, and we know we got the two in Sutter Pass. I don't. Okay, no, check. Yeah, we should be looking right down at one landing strip with a tree to our left. Yeah, I think might be like here. Yeah, but we were here. I don't know, man. I mean, we have time. But I don't know. Oh, all right. So if we assume that we did in fact nail this, yeah, that might be the pine tree in question. So say we did, then the next place to check would be the oh yeah well no, check the island cottage. Excuse me. Make sure we have the Polaroid in question because that's where it spawns. And then from there, we cross the lake. We go to Mindful Cabin. And we double check the map there.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
And if neither of them pop, then I don't know. Guess we'll figure it out. Thank you for that, Rob. Welcome in. Hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend, or as fantastic a one as one can have these days, anyway. It's a short one for me because this is one of my working weekends. So yeah, I will be on the job tomorrow, so we can't go too terribly late tonight. But I think what we'll and then we roll right into the rest of the week. Although the nice point is, I will instead of having like a midweek day off, I'll have Friday off, and I can do well whatever with that. And this week, my boss is back from his whatever, like 3. Actually, I think it's like a month holiday. But then again, he's been with the company for like 20 odd years, so he's got enough time banked up clearly, and I don't begrudge him that because he was going back to England to see family, which sure, whatever. As my concern is that is he is he going to lean on me to start being in the office more, even though we the elevator, the lift situation has not been addressed here yet, despite the fact we are going to be a full week after the day the work was supposed to be done as of Monday. And even if you spot the people doing the work, spot them a day or even 2 when the typhoon rolled through here. Was it last week? It was last week. Even nice. Even given them that, there's still just a week past. Oh, wow, look at that. That's just jammed right in there, isn't it? I probably won't hold on to that. We'll drop that off at the terminal, the hangar. Yeah, we'll leave that at the hangar when we head back there, because that'll be, good for any potential forging. Because I think there's a heavy hammer there too. Now I should clarify that. So the boss in question. That's just my immediate supervisor. He's actually pretty cool. He has let me, not just me, but everyone in our section. If you want to work from home, he says he's totally fine with it. Because he has one of the longest commutes, among our group. He lives off on a whole different island. Yeah, he doesn't mind. The problem is his bosses do mind, and there has been talk that they're checking. So you got to badge in, like a lot of workplaces, you badge in to get through security, and they're checking badge records and they're seeing who's not badging in. They're interpreting that as, oh, you're working from home more than you should. We need people here to collaborate and to work, brainstorm and work as a yeah. You all know the drill. Basically, if you've been employed at all in the last 5 years, you've heard the whole spiel. Okay, is that okay? That is a bar over there. So okay, so the Pride Rock Bear is still there. Okay, we'll file that one away for later. Ooh, cattails, yes please. Oh, wow, you're low flying, aren't you? Although again, it does feel odd, like that the management is getting hung up about that, considering that in a couple weeks' time, we're gonna have even fewer people here at the office. It's we're kind of we're a small section. We have grand total 7 people, and 3 of us are currently based, somewhere other than Hong Kong. And that number's going to go up to 4 about 2 weeks from now. We got people working in they all live elsewhere with family. One is in Singapore, one's in India, one's in England, And now we got another one where our most recent hire is moving to Vietnam to be with his partner. And again, just to reiterate, I do not begrudge this in the slightest. I mean, during the pandemic, we worked, like 100% remote for the best part of the year, and according to the people in the C-suite, we did not see a drop in quality at all. So if that's the case, why are we leaning so heavily on certain people to physically be present in the office, 3 to 5 days a week? Now, the cynical answer is they want to justify their exorbitant real estate spending. And yeah, they make all the right mouth noises about collaboration and we work better when we're in proximity to other human beings and burr. But that is at odds with their willingness to let people go, and and still they basically be on contract but working remotely. Like I don't know that we have offices in Vietnam. Maybe we do. I don't know, but I doubt it. But I don't know. So all that to say, my hope is that I can at least maintain the status quo until this list situation gets resolved, and just the act of leaving my apartment and then coming back at the end of the day doesn't completely exhaust me, because I don't. It is again, my tolerance for this has increased over the months. Used to be I had to make multiple stops on the stairs as I was coming up, whether I was carrying a bunch of stuff or not. Like I would to go 22 floors, I would stop on the 8th and the 16th floor, little 2 pit stop strategy for you F1 fans. But now, now I can do it like one quick stop on the 12th floor and then get right back to it. And I'm feeling. I mean, I'm still exhausted when I get up to my floor, but I feel less dead than I did previously. How about that? And I don't know. But the thing is, like, so that is a strong disincentive to go anywhere. Be professionally, socially, what have you. Which, by the way, not necessarily good. It would. I do in despite my rock solid indoor kid status, I do like to go out every so often. Go to the movies. There's a new Lebanese restaurant I read about that I would love to go try, but man, it's just hard. It's hard to work up the gumption when doing that means hauling my carcass and or whatever I'm carrying with me up all those stairs. Down's not such a big deal. Down isn't exactly, it's not walk in the park, but it's doable. It's the way back up that's the issue. And the thing is, like, I have a... I've mentioned before, I have a treadmill in my place. And, like, I think I would normally, like, run a lot more. But, you know, this, okay, yeah, the Polaroid's right here. So the fact that it's not there tells me we do, in fact, have this one, although, hello. That was odd. All right. Okay, that's just a, yeah, 83% bow. That's fine. Oh, um, what is it? Is the sport bow here? Could be. Let's check real quick. Oh, hello. And they're cooked, and it is not. Well, that's fine. Well, thank you, past me. Okay, so Polaroid not here. So we probably need to... Yeah, we need to go make for that. Not there, is it? No? Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, it's late, but... Oh, geez. Okay. Well, that's, hang on. I feel like I need to fix this. Well, okay, that's not exactly fixed, but it's less bad. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Well, I'll leave you all to it. All right. Well, hang on. Maybe we can just warm up for a touch. There we go. Oh, that's right. There is a workbench here. I totally forgot. That's lovely. Yeah. So there's the one at the hangar. I think there's one at Junkers. Now there's that one. Cool. I'm almost certain that was a late addition. Like I think that's probably with the update that brought us the woodworking tools and whatnot. Because yeah, I think that one added more because it also added the ability to break down a workbench and then make another one somewhere else. But I don't know. I'm happy to leave that there for now. What was I? Oh right, yeah. So like normally I'd be running doing cardio like 3-4 days a week, but on the few occasions I have tried to like do go do running after taking the stairs, and it has not gone well for me. My body had to lean in and gently remind me, hey dumbass, you're 44 now, especially your knees. Don't don't be an idiot. And so I had to took a little while to recover from that. Are you? I think yeah, those are just regular wolves. Okay. And don't get me wrong, like going up the steps is obviously a workout. I'm a puddle of goo afterward. And as my go-to lines, like my quads and calves have never been more sculpted. But I don't know that that's necessarily what we need just now. And by we, I mean me. Right? Because mostly what I'm looking for is just like, good cardiovascular health and like, lose the spare tire. and like every day being leg day. Maybe I was a little bit. I'm not an athletic trainer. I don't know the exact the ins and outs of that. Probably leave that to following. But I think it's probably not optimal. Can't leave that there. Okay, we need to be alert. So, if they haven't changed it, right up around here was where the other bear. Actually, no, I think there's another bear. Because there's this Pride Rock bear. There's this one over here. Now, was it two, or did this one, wander way off that way, or are there three? Because I remember encountering one like way down the track over by that burnt out house that's across the river from the airfield.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
The one that basically it's like just like the burned out frame, but it does have a fireplace. That can be a handy place to stop and warm up if you need. But I don't know if that was a different one or if it was just the one over here. It's part of a extended patrol path. What? Oh, that's probably a loot cache. I said, what is that dark thing sticking up out of the snow? That is exactly what that is. It's also empty. Moving on. Oh. I don't know. I find him in an odd. Yeah, I'm a. Ooh, are you? Nope, you're a rock. Okay. Yeah, I find myself of two minds about this place. This place being Hong Kong, just in general. I think I forget exactly who it was like one of my previous bosses described Hong Kong as a velvet coffin, and upon further reflection, that's a pretty darn good darn good description. It's like you can live pretty well here. And Hong Kong offers a lot in terms of like lifestyle, and there are like certain freedoms you can get here that you can't get even just like right across the border in Guangdong province or elsewhere on the mainland. It's a city where there is a lot happening. Not quite like Tokyo levels or Bangkok, but it's a fairly happening city, and as I've detailed many times, the food is goddamn amazing. 10 out of 10, no notes. Like basically, given the cosmopolitan nature here, whatever you're after, odds are you can get. And so there's a lot to recommend, but also like it's once you're here, it is hard to leave. It's like you kind of grow used to that pay packet, and well, also like there's also a lot of expenses, as I've also detailed. And you find yourself doing that mental calculus where I think there are some things about here that are quite bad. And there are very easy examples where things are better elsewhere. But you want to go chase those, you are, barring a very few professions, which I do not inhabit for the record, you are going to take a pay cut. Probably a significant one. So you got to ask yourself, what is it worth it? Is Hong Kong, is the juice here worth the squeeze? Like part of what makes me think that, and it's kind of been on my mind a little bit, but then it came to mind again. Yeah, it's a wolf. Okay. Yeah, it came back to mind because, like, originally I was gonna have Monday off, but then a coworker asked to swap because she has she's going for an appointment to get her permanent residency.
I need to find a place to rest.
And in Hong Kong, it's pretty straightforward. You just need to live here, have this be your place of residence, your primary place of residence for 7 years. You do that, you're in. And like other places, it's shorter. Like I know Singapore is 5 years, but then there's also like they also ask questions like, how have you contributed to the community, and how well have you integrated, and there's more subjectivity there, whereas here it's like, can you establish you've been here 7 years? Yes, boom, done. And I did not. That was not something that was on my radar when I came here. I just came here because it was the only solid job offer I had, and it was 2020, and the world was on fire. I did not expect to be here 5 years plus, and be thinking, well, if I can grind out 2 more years, I can have like I can have the I think the legal term is the right of abode. Basically, I can. So if you yeah, so like the permanent residency is like the green card in the U.S. You have the right to be here, and you don't need a work permit to do so. Like so, right now, if I was for some reason to lose my job, and I could not find someone else in Hong Kong to sponsor me for a work visa, I would have to leave. But if I get that permanent residency, then I have the option to be here even if I don't have a job. Now, I probably wouldn't do that anyway because being here without a job would be stupendously expensive. But at the very least, it would be like a backup option in terms of residence. Say if I did not want to go back to the U.S. for, whatever reason. Yeah, mindful cabin. Heck. Oh, more wolf meat. Nice. Love it. Okay, yeah, there's all the cured stuff. Let me do. I want to check. Oh, there it is. Wait, it says reach all 6 vistas. It doesn't even say map. It says reach. I just got the achievement. Have I not actually been here? How do I map it then? Weird. But okay, that's 2. Ha ha! Now what? Okay. Oh yeah, I was also looking for the what was it, the sport bow. Didn't spawn there. But that's okay. Yeah, I figured that'd be a small one. There we go. There we are. Very good. Okay, so that's checked off. Yeah, now we really got to ask ourselves, what are we going to do next? Can we fish here? I don't know that we can. What are we thinking? Oh yeah, do we have? Yeah, we have all the. Well, okay. Yeah, so the achievements says so you cook all 9 unique recipes. Let's see: Camber flight porridge, Ranger stew, Thompson family stew. We've made all these before the achievement actually existed. Briar House, coastal fish cake, dock worker pie, Lily's pancake, prepper pie, stalker pie. 9. I know I've made all these, so it doesn't count anything you get from the trader. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, there's also like the bunkers we could go do again, but I don't know. Oh, there's some mucklucks hanging out.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy.
Shh, Astrid, shh. That will always seem crazy. Hmm. Well, yeah, that is definitely not traveling weather out there. Yeah, let's get we'll get her fully rested, then we'll. Oh yeah, then we'll head back to the yeah we'll head back to the hangar, and it will drop off those tools and see if there's anything else we want to do before we take off. Anything here? Not particularly. Okay. Excuse me. Nope. Seems okay. All right. Uh. Oh no no. Let's go. Oh no. That's at the front door. Nope. Come on. Come on. There you go, Astrid. Oh, that was at 50%. Wow. Okay. So yeah, we'll head back, drop that off, and then okay. Here's a question: have we done everything? Like, is our business in the far territory done? Can we consider piecing out and then going back to Lower Great Bear? Well, I think the far territory specific achievements are done. Because there's like there's the one that says find the firearm variants. I don't think the bow is included in that. Because we have we have our forester's revolver on us. There's that little snub nose the warden's revolver in Blackrock. I think we found that. And what's the other one? Oh, there's the fancy revolver. No, it's not this one. This I think, the Forager's one. That's the one we get in the Hunter cache. So there's another fancy revolver somewhere, and then there's the rifle variants. There's the Barb's one. Barb's in that's what we had. We got that in Coastal. There's Vaughn's from the Dam. There's the Curator's one that's somewhere in Ash Canyon. I don't know exactly where. That's only 6. Is there another? Is there another? Because there's multiple. Like there's like the bow variants. There's the sport bow and there's the Woodwright's bow. I'm not sure if those count. Hmm. I don't know. Or is there another rifle variant that I'm forgetting? Yeah, Vaughn's, Barb's, Curator. There's the bunker rifle, but again, that's from the. Well, actually, but maybe it is counting the bunker rifle from the Trader. But then, why would it count a weapon variant from the Trader, but not, say, the Trader recipes? I don't know. We'll have to check that out. I could be overthinking it because I know, yeah, we have not found the Curator's rifle in this run. If we had, I'd probably be using it. Cause I prefer Barb's rifle to Vaughn's. Yeah, it is heavier, but it's also more durable. And like I have carry capacity. I don't necessarily have infinitude, uh, weapon cleaning kits. Okay. Oh, right. There's. Oh, yeah. So we checked the 2 cottagers. I guess if we hadn't found the sport bow in this run, I think the other place it spawns is the chopper crash. Not the one right up here. Over there, but the one that I think is over. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's somewhere around here. Up, maybe not coincidentally, over by the Cougar. We'll see. But then again, does a bow count as a firearm? I don't know. Okay, yeah, they're with the pilot. All right. Yep. Good. No fresh feathers though. Well, boo. And yes, you can get up there, and as Dunn has shown, you can in fact start a fire on top of the helicopter. Because there's nothing more done than that. I think there's a little nooch somewhere over here. A little hideaway spot. Well, okay, it might not be here, but somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. And yeah, this is actually a fantastic place to hide. Especially if you can get a fire down there. That's basically a weatherproof fire. Okay, so what else? Yeah, so we've done the tails. We've got the vistas. We're gonna assume the variant achievement is not to be done here. The trader's not here. Uh, yeah, between Mystery Lake and Coastal, we can probably catch the rare fish there. Yeah, you got the 9 unique recipes. We're probably gonna need trader ingredients to do that, and uh, 12 mementos. No, not here. Did we? Oh no, wait, we did. We did get the bunker achievement. I think yeah, that was one of the few we actually did get retroactively. So like, I was looking through my Steam achievements and it said it popped in January, which I thought was odd, but okay. I mean, I definitely don't. I am not displeased by that because if nothing else, that saves me having to go back to Blackrock and find that one corner of the zone where the bunker is, which just happens to be right near a Timby pack, the cougar, and a bear. Yeah, so yeah, surveyors. Yeah, this is the spot. This is the. Actually, can I have I mapped here? I don't. I don't know that I have. Well, here we go then. There we go. Filling a little bit of that gap. Okay, I can just see the control tower through the fog. Yeah, fog. Okay, so if all that is the case, and we don't feel a need to go back to Sutter Pass or the Zoc for any hides or guts, then yeah, I think our business here is done. Okay, all right. So the game heard me talk and said, "Oh, you think you're gonna leave, huh? Why would you ever want to leave? All the fun and games we have here." All right. Yeah, I think yeah, we yeah, I still yeah, let's just yeah, let's head back to the hangar. Well, yeah, the hangar. I keep wanting to call it the terminal. The terminal is a different thing, and it's much smaller. Go there, drop off the tools, and we'll do some inventory management, and then, well, once this abates, I think then we make for lower Great Bear, and then what? Well, I'll think on that. First thing we gotta do is just make the trip in general. It is going to be a hoof. Okay, there we are. Now, is there food outside? There is. Good. Okay. Is there water outside? No. But we can
Wonder if I
fix
can
that.
drop any of this gear.
There we go. Yeah, you can see we have been busy. Right. Go and take advantage of this. Pop down here. Oh, we already have some. All right, well. Oh yeah, we can leave the hacksaw too. Yeah, so those there's future forging concerns all taken care of. Ooh, big bag of salt. And car batteries? Okay, I can understand one. Why would we need three? Oh, and there's two heavy hammers and another hacksaw. Good grief. We're just living large here. Okay, well. Oh. Oh yeah, so the risk healed because we're downstairs, but that does not necessarily mean
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
yeah the electro fog continues. Okay. Well, it's noon. You know, let's see if we can be strategic about this. Did that get unusually loud? Seems like it did. Hmm. Well, no, let's pass time for two. Okay, that does sound. That sounds like it's abating. Except for the fact it's not. Well, bother. Okay, well, excuse me. All right, well, tell you what we can do then. Just make some water for the trip. Okay, I don't know why there's coal within the furnace, but I'm not going to complain too much. There we go. Yeah, we'll just, yeah, I think we'll put some water on. And, yeah, not an outdoor fire, so we're going to need all of that. And we'll do 2 liters. And yeah, this is messing with our sleep schedule, so my hope is that I hope this goes away, and we have decent traveling weather for the evening. Uh, see what do we have? Okay, yeah, you can do another half a liter. Okay, well it definitely hasn't stopped. There we go. There's a fourth car battery. Good grief. Okay, is there anything here we need? Yeah, we got, we got bear hide too. Nice. I think our animal hide clothing, yes, all fine. Cloth-wise, we're all right. Low on lamp oil, but that's about it. Plenty of water. Food-wise, we're just kind of but we can load up here before we leave. So, is it traveling weather? Man, straight into an aurora, huh? Okay, so is an aurora traveling weather? I'm going to say yes, because I want to leave. Now, I might come to regret that decision, but we have the visibility, we have the stillness. I think now is the time to go. I did see that wolf popping up right over that hill. We will endeavor not to engage if we don't have to. Yeah, let's go. And yeah, depending on the shape we're in, maybe we stop at the stop at that long tunnel just before Broken Railroad. Maybe we get all the way to Broken Railroad. Not sure. We'll see. Oh, right, but, we still need to stop and transfer past because we need to pick up the woodworking tools. And we need to take those with us to Coastal. Because, much like our other extended run, that is most likely where we are going to be. Well, we have multiple forward operating bases, but that's probably where we're going to be set up for the medium to long term. Now, where at Coastal, I haven't quite decided. Obviously, we have a ton of stuff at the Quonset. We could decamp over to the Blue House. We could break down one of the workbenches in the Quonset, build it in the Blue House, or we could move into Misanthropes. Okay, they've got the demon voices. But they're also freaking out. So let's just not stop. Yeah. Yes, either Quonset, Blue House, Misanthropes. And I mean, the ladders. Well, there's a better bed in Misanthropes, right? And like the trader's right there, and we could go, make our shuttle trips between the Quonset to use the radio, and then Misanthropes to do the collecting. I don't know, but again, we can deal with that when we get there. Okay, I am being a little twitchy right now because I have a fresh memory of trying to leave this zone during this run, and having a wolf come charging over a hill basically out of nowhere while we were on our way out of the airfield, and just due to a snapshot that landed that we were able to get away with it. All right, so. Okay, if we only do the bunkers, well, yeah. Yeah, we're deep enough we're in the game state is deep enough where even if we were to find, like, new loot we hadn't come across earlier, it would almost certainly be, the condition would have degraded enough to where we probably wouldn't be able to use it in recipes, so if we're going to get what we need, it's probably going to be from the trader. Oh yeah, there is also the Max Trader Trust as well. That is another achievement we don't have, but yeah, we're closer to it on a different run. Maybe we go for it here, maybe we don't. Let me pop in here real quick. Okay, we do have a little bit of food. We don't necessarily need that, and a little bit of water. Very nice. Did I leave anything of note here? Nope. Nope. Guts, wolf, a little bit of clothing, pretty much all ruined. Nothing really to write home about. Okay. Wolf, rabbit. Our wolfskin coat is 97. That's fine. We do not have any rabbit skin materials, so I am okay with leaving all that. Oh, and we are, we're very close to our carry capacity, so be mindful of picking up sticks as we go. And leave that food and water there for future us. Okay, there we are. You know what? Fine. You made your point, game. Okay, let's think. We know we have. If you're thinking about like the variants, We know we have Barb's rifle. If we didn't pick up Vaughn's rifle, it'll be in the dam. Yeah, we might have left that somewhere in Mystery Lake. Could go back to Ash to look for the curator's rifle. I actually don't hate that. We might add that to our to-do list. Revolvers, yeah, we found the one in Black Rock, I'm almost certain. We have the Forester's one on us. There is the I forget the name of it. It's like the one that's heavier, but it has like a it's better as it deals more damage from range or damage from like longer range. Yeah, it's kind of like a kind of bluish with like a white handle. I don't know. I'll think of it, or I'll just call it like that one I can't remember. But see, okay, so where are they found? Yeah, I said we got Barb, we got Vaughn's. Curators is an Ash. The Wharton's revolver, Black Rock. 90% sure we found. Foresters we have. Okay, the one whose name I'm blanking on. Yeah. But again, that's only 6, and the achievement says 7. So there's either one or the other I'm missing. Or I don't, is there a flare gun variant? What would that even be? A flare gun variant, like a like it's like flare guns. They don't really lose condition, do they? So you get into like oh, it's lighter, but it loses condition more quickly, or it's heavier, but it does a better job maintaining maintaining its condition. There'd be no allure there. Oh, okay. Maybe there's a inferior mass produced model where it shows up in the world more frequently, but also breaks down more quickly. And then you have like the Sam Vimes model where it's less prevalent, but if you find it, it'll last. So I don't know. I probably think of, especially Loper players, if it existed on Loper, I think they would rejoice at that, because there's that more chance they would actually they would have a flare gun. Doesn't necessarily mean they'd have flare shells, and flare shells pretty important part of any flare gun. Anyway, that's just me, idly speculating in theory, not quite theory crafting, theory wish casting. I think it is as we walk through this farthest of territories. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I haven't been noting down variants. I'm almost certain. So we might have to revisit all those. I mean, I know I'm pretty sure I left Barb's rifle in Coastal when we went to make this trip, because I know I'm not down on the rifle. I think honestly playing episode 1 and 2 of story mode, made me more appreciative of the rifle. But it's just it's got stopping power, it's got range, but dang, is it heavy. It's like what 4 kilograms for the base model. I feel like that's carrying capacity that could be put to better use with other stuff. So now, say if I am, for example, if I'm gonna like be specifically, say, going big game hunting, where the whole game plan is to snipe from a safe distance, then yeah, maybe we change things up, we shed some inventory, and then I take the rifle and the ammunition. But I think, barring that edge case, I think they're going to be purely display pieces. Oh, okay. I have suddenly thought of one thing, even one mildly pressing thing we might do with our time. As we work our way back through Lower Great Bear, there might well be other overstuffed lost and found boxes that we need to deal with. Yeah, because we skipped Broken Railroad to come straight here. There is almost certainly a lost and found box at the maintenance yard, and we know there's one at the Forlorn Muskeg Mystery Lake exit with not quite 2,400 kilos of stuff like in Coastal, but a lot, including a lot of meat, a couple heavy hammers, and a bunch of stuff that wouldn't be the worst idea to ferry back to Spence's. Yeah, because like that firewood, scrap metal, coal, as well as a bunch of meat. That was just all sitting there. Oh yeah, and while we're there, we can see if the safe at Spence's has joined so many others and sunk beneath the snow. Just out of curiosity. I mean, we obviously we emptied that a long time ago. Oh, oh, okay. Something just occurred to me. Part of being in the Muskeg would also involve checking the bunker. Now, we don't have to go for the achievement, but having played through the Trader Quest, we know what to expect, and we need to find where the 3 loot-laden bunkers are. Because we're going to be sent back there later. If we do the Trader Quest, and it's almost assuredly we are. And if I could check those, and if they happen not to include BlackRock, I would be very happy. Okay, speaking of our man, I am actually happy to let him do his thing. Coffee. We should probably take that with. Let's, okay, no, didn't put anything in you. Bunch of burnables. No, okay, so we put it all in. Oh, we got plenty of matches. I'm happy with leaving. Yeah, I see we're all out of matches. So, what is coming with? Take those. Yeah, give me all those. There's no sense keeping those there. That's fine. Those those. I got one of those that can stay. Those can stay.
I'm not sure I
It's our,
can carry much more.
it's our backup bow. Probably need that. Fire Striker? We got matches here. Yeah, we're gonna have to offload a lot of this elsewhere, but okay. And yeah, I don't mind leaving the. Oh, there are rabbit skin mitts here. No, that's fine. Leave them.
Just give it another go. Something different this time. Seems to have some juice.
Yeah, we'll leave our man muttering to himself. We're about what? Okay, yeah, just under 4 kilos over, and we're at half energy. Yeah, we can make it to the tunnel at least. And it feels like -1. Yeah, I think we're all right. Let's go. Now, in truth, I probably don't need to be walking around with 9 stims. So, I may do some redistribution of those as we travel. I mean, granted, with past experience, in addition to making sure we have good painkillers on us, we will also. Well, I'll probably keep what 4. Yeah, I think 4 is the play. I know 4 is a lot, but they think it's symbolic and everything else. That's how many stims we had when we got moose stomped in the HRV basin, and we ended up using 3 to get out. We tried stim climbing twice, failed twice, and then I figured, hey, maybe if we just cut Astrid's weight down to almost nothing, maybe that we can stim climb. And it turns out, yes, you got to get down to like 14 kilograms, something like that, but it can be done. And that YOLO stim climbing is why we're here. Okay, yeah, so we'll. I guess it depends on what time we make. Yeah, because we can go up and over the landslide. Can we get to Broken Railroad? Yeah, it's already past midnight. That it feels like it might be pushing it. Oh yeah, if you want to reset Astrid's sleep schedule, maybe we have her sleep in the tunnel. Maybe like a little office area. And then we go into Broken Railroad with visibility, so I don't get snuck up on by wolves. And she'll have a more normal sleep schedule. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I like that plan. Let's do that.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Now, do we have... Yeah, we don't... Yeah, no lights in this tunnel, unfortunately. Actually, no, never mind. Yeah, we have more matches than we do lamp oil, so let me just do that. There we go. Hmm. Okay, is there anything we want to do in Broken Railroad while we're there? Huh. Oh yeah, I did say so. We'll check for the lost and found box, and if we don't see anything compelling there, then we move on to the muskeg where we know we have things to do. Hey, Brady B, good to see ya. How's things? How's your weekend going? Have you have you recovered from your relaxing massage? Uh, oh yeah, I was going through the the VOD. I uploaded the Love in Tiny Spaces VOD, and we were going through the options. The the language options are English and Singaporean English, which I thought was cute. Maybe they have an achievement like that. Like they're like with Still Wakes the Deep. There's an achievement for playing the game entirely in Scots Gaelic. Maybe an achievement for playing with Singaporean English in Love in Tiny Spaces. Yeah. They really leaned into the Singapore. I mean, this is this is from Battle Brew production, like the same people who made Cuisineer, and like they're based in Singapore, and they have they're so Singapore. They have food recommendations on their website, like in their FAQs. Oh right, yeah. Okay, I forgot. There could be a wolf here. Oh, okay. No, 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 no. You want the other bow. Oh, and there it is. Wow, it's like a. And there's a. Yeah, that boyo is glowing. You're gonna take a portrait. Well, I think yeah they mentioned somewhere that they tried to get a grant to make Love in Tiny Spaces, and they got rejected. So maybe that can make up the difference. But yeah, and I guess I can kind of understand. Like it's like we finished the whole game in 90 minutes. So maybe they wanted something more substantial. I don't know. Yeah, it's not like that. What was like the Skull and Bone, whatever the Ubisoft pirate game that was such a scandal. Yeah, maybe the government wanted something more substantial. I don't know, but it's fun. It's fun. It's lighthearted. Got a great sense of humor, and it's And yeah, there's four. Actually, I misspoke. Yeah, so there are actually 43 levels, but the 43rd one is it's a nice little surprise. It's very different from the rest of the game. Yeah, I guess you are still back there, aren't you? Oh, you think the title played a part of it? Honestly, a lot of the Singaporean ministers, they are probably that thin-skinned. That could very well be part of it. Isn't Josephine Teo still? Isn't she still part of the government? Or I don't know, maybe, maybe cause everything like the raciest the game gets is like there's a shot of the player's girlfriend in her new swimsuit. You know that and like as you noted during the demo, Brady B, there are many like veiled references to birds and bees, including like the screen wipe in between levels. Maybe that was all too ribald for our straight-laced Singaporean bureaucrats. She is, yeah. I don't. She doesn't seem the type to walk away from being in the government without a fight. There we go, nice and easy. Oh, the Aurora is done. So no lights in the tunnel, unfortunately. But that's fine. We have other methods. Didn't I? Oh no, oh no. Okay, so that was the other run where we lit a fire in the train car. Am I aware of the cesspool? I think you might need to be more specific. Of a forum called EDMW. Education Ministry Workers? No, no, yeah, let's keep using. Yeah, we have a mega torch as well, so let's use these. So is it like a bunch of government types getting online anonymously and you know moaning about this, that, and the other thing, dishing on each other, and talking about how hard their lives are? Because I have heard tell of such things from other countries. But yeah, am I right about what EDMW, or is it some other EDMW? Oh no, it's an online forum on Hardware Zone. Eat, drink, man, woman. Oh, right, to the movie, but it's very much the non-anonymous version of 4chan. Ew. Oh, that's unfortunate. I had not heard about that, and I'm kind of glad for that, because like I don't know a lot about 4chan in particular, but what little I do know, it's not complimentary. So if we got like non-anonymous 4chan in Singapore, I imagine there's probably a lot of strongly held opinions about what jobs women should hold, and what immigrants should be in the country, and how much melanin those immigrants should be allowed to have, etc. and so forth. Well, they came online from Singapore web space, even r/Singapore. Yeah, well, yeah, it's Reddit. Reddit hates everything and everyone. Sinkies never pwn Sinky at night cannot sleep. Racism, xenophobia, cat. Yep. That all sounds about right. Unfortunately. What do you have? Oh, you have a. Well, here, I'll just get rid of that then, and then drop it.